I in the center? No, not really. Is this too tall? Probably. There we go. What is up, Voodoo Tribe? It's your girl Naja here, and I'm back with another video. And this video is going to be a story time video about the time when I stretched my ears. And I've hinted about this a little bit on my video about, you know, me and my tunnels, gauges, plugs, whatever the fuck you want to call them. It doesn't really matter. And I just wanted to give you guys the full in-depth story, as well as when I had my blowout, and yeah, it was a hot ass mess. Without further ado, I'm just gonna get right on into it. I don't want to ramble too much at the beginning of these. If you like my story time videos, or if you just like me, give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I post. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right. Oh, and make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed, because YouTube is real infamous for being on that bullshit, unsubscribing people from channels. Even if it's not my channel, make sure you're still subscribed to your other faves, because they're good for it, okay? So this all started when I started dating this guy. An emphasis on dating. I don't even really consider him an ex, because we barely went out for like 2 to 3 weeks. Like, we were barely even together for a month, okay? And we're gonna call this guy Cancer, because he was a Cancer, and I don't know why Cancer men are just always drawn to me for whatever reason. I don't know if they like the abuse or what. I'm not saying I'm abusive. I'm just saying, like, I could be a tough cookie sometimes, and I don't know. I don't know. And all the Cancer men I've ever come in contact with are like super sensitive and touchy-feely, and I just be like, I don't even know you, sir. What do you do? This guy Cancer, we had gotten put together we had a mutual friend, and she thought that we would both click, so we started dating or whatever. And at this time, he had just gotten out of a relationship with another girl who I'm cool with till this day. And it's so crazy, because it's like a pattern of like dudes. Like, okay, you know how some guys always have like a type of girl that they go for, and like me personally, I get kind of irritated when people are like, oh, Naja, you look like this girl. Insert light-skinned girl with 3B 4A hair. We don't all look the same, damn it. Like, we don't all look the same. I hate when people do that. So there's a lot of guys at our school, well, not many, child, because I didn't get approached that much at school. Let me calm my ass down. But there would be some guys where they would want to specifically date a light-skinned girl with curly hair, and that's all that they would date, and that's all that they would try to talk to. Like, me personally, I really don't give a fuck what you look like. Well, I care what you look like, but I'm not as superficial to be like, oh, you have to have this skin tone, you have to come from this background, you have to be this religion, your hair has to be this texture and this color. Like, I don't do all of that. Like, I dated all types of dudes. I dated a Filipino dude, dated multiple black guys. I had an unfortunate encounter with a Hispanic dude. Like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care. But there's some dudes at our school that would only prefer that type of girl. So a lot of the dudes that she went out with had tried to talk to me, or vice versa. So we've been a kikiing for years, child. Like, we do not care about these little dusty ass boys, but I'm still cool with her till this day. And that's like a little side story. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to give y'all a little juice. So she had just gotten out of a relationship with this guy, and she had been in a relationship with him for like years or whatever. And once they got out of a relationship, then out of nowhere, he wants to go to the clone, which is me, and try to talk to me or whatever. And before him, I hadn't been in a relationship for, I think, like a year, maybe a year and a half. So I was like, you know what, whatever. I've been single for a long time. I mean, fuck it, why not? So this guy was the type of guy who would always want me to be something that I wasn't. Like, he always wanted me to be something that I was not. Like, he wanted me to be like this skater, I don't know, lovey-dovey ass girlfriend. I don't know what he wanted me to be, but I just remember that was like a constant thing in our little situationship. I don't even want to call it a relationship, of like him being like, oh, you should do this and you should do that, and me just being like, well, that's not who I am, type of thing. And I am and always have been a real stubborn bitch. Like, if that's not me, that's not me, and I'm not gonna change myself for you, right? So one thing that we both agreed on was that I wanted to stretch my ears, but I just didn't want to go to a piercer. I didn't want to do that whole thing, like, so I just never did it. At this point in my life, I had a nose ring, and that was it. Like, I had a nose ring, and I think I may have already had my first tattoo already at this time. I want to say I did, but that was it. That's all the little body mods I had. So, you know, he was the only, oh, and another thing, the only time that me and Cancer could hang out was after school. Like, at this point, we hadn't like ventured out off campus. Like, we would literally stay after school on campus and just chill with each other. Like, because we didn't live close to each other. His parents were super strict, and my mom didn't get off work until later, and my mom was not about to drive me to, like, my mom thought all of my high school relationships were a fucking joke. Like, she's like, bitch, does this man have a job? Does he have a car? Like, is he paying for you to do shit? If not, then that's not your boyfriend. Like, that's how my mom viewed things. So I was like, I know the only way we're gonna hang out is if we stay after school together. So we stayed after school together one day, and he was like,
okay, well, if you want, I could stretch your ears for you, and it'll be like a bonding moment, and blah, blah, blah.
And I'm like, all right, Cancer, I don't know about the bonding moment, but yeah, I'm down to get my ears stretched. So let me tell you how this wretched ass shit went down. So he got a tunnel, and I still have that tunnel to this day. I think it might be over here. Hold on. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I still have it, because I still have all of my little body jewelry. Oh, I do have it. I found it. Okay, so this is so crazy. This is what he stretched my ear with. This right here. This baby, okay? That's what he stretched my ear with. Still have it till this day. Don't ask why, I just have all of my little stretching accessories, and this is what he stretched me with. He actually bought these for me. And the next time we met after school, he, you know, was like, okay, I'm gonna stretch your ear for you. So this man got some lotion. He got some lotion, child. He got some lotion, lubed up my ear real good, got what I just showed y'all, I just threw it back in the bag, fuck it, and just proceeded to push through my ear hole. And I'm just like, yo, this shit hurts. Like, I don't like this. Like, this shit hurts, but I'm not a pussy and I want my ears stretched, so we gotta start somewhere. So, you know, he's just pushing through. He sees I'm uncomfortable. He's kind of getting like a weird, like, me personally, it was kind of like a weird vibe, as if he was like, we're like trauma bonding right now. Like, that shit was weird. Like, but I'm not trying to trash the dude, because I thought he was like a cool dude. It's just like boyfriend, girlfriend wise, that just was not my cup of tea. But I would have loved to have just been friends with him, but fuck, you know, our friends just put us together, so that's just what it was. But anyway, so he does both of my ears, and I just remember like hearing my heartbeat in my ears. Like, I could like feel my ears like pulsating, and I was just like, dude, like, this doesn't feel good.
It's not gonna feel good for some time, you know, but just chill, you know, after a week or so, you should be good, you'll be fine.
And you know, I was hyped, you know, I'm taking pictures with my tiny ass little stick in my ear, like, child. I think I sized up maybe like a month after that, cause I remember I sized up after we broke up. Like, I was like, okay, well, it's time for me to size up, bitch, because I'm not about to just, you know, like, I wanted to do this for me. I didn't want to do it because he wanted a girlfriend with freaking tunnels. Like, no, like, I wanted to stretch my ears. That's when I like started my journey or whatever. And then I had my first blowout, my first ever blowout. And let me see, do I still have those? Because those ones were cute. They were like yin yang tunnels, and they were so cute, but I don't think I have them anymore. I don't have them anymore, but I want to say it was like one size bigger than like that. Maybe even like 2 sizes bigger, because girl, that one's still a little too small. Okay, this one is rusted as fuck, but I want to say it was about like at this size, like right here. And it was like a yin and yang, and it was a taper. And I remember I had ordered them off of Spencer's website or whatever, and I wanted to wear them to a party. And it wasn't like a house party or nothing. Like, this was like a legit, like an event, like a music event type of thing. And I remember I went with my old best friend and a really good friend of mine from college, and we all went in the car together and we went to this event. So before I went into the event, I'm in the car like lubing up a new taper. Like, y'all, I'm a mess. I'm lubing up a new taper, and I put it through my ear, you know, ready to go. And of course it felt tight, but I'm like, every other time I've sized up, it's felt tight, so it is what it is. I'm gonna have a good time. I just wanted to look cute with my little, you know, yin and yang tapers. I thought they were so cute. So, you know, we go to the party. I could still feel the throbbing and stuff, but I'm trying to like ignore it because, you know, I'm having a good time. I'm looking cute. Beauty is pain, whatever. So enjoying the party. I'm having a few drinks, so now I don't really feel it as much. But I remember, like, I don't know if like I like touched my hair or something, but something came in contact with my ear that like immediately reminded me like, oh bitch, you just sized up like an hour or two ago, because it did not feel great. Okay, it did not feel great whatsoever. And I remember we would like constantly go from the party, go back to the car, go to the party, go back to the car, either to like take a shot or like, you know, hit a blunt or some shit like that. And I remember getting in the front passenger seat and looking at my ear in the mirror, and it was disgusting. Like, I actually tore my ear. Like, it didn't split all the way through, but I actually like tore my ear, and it had like white stuff all over it. It just looked gross. So my friends were like, girl, take that shit out. But I'm like, no, because then I'm gonna size down and then blah, blah, blah. I wanna look cute. I am so glad that my friends talked me into, you know, taking it out. So I did end up taking it out, and I just put in the jewelry that I had before to, you know, keep it in place. So when I went home that night, I was so fucked up, I just didn't care. You know, I went straight to sleep, and then I woke up in the morning and I just felt like excruciating pain. Well, I don't know about excruciating. Let me calm my ass down. Some very evident pain, okay? Like noticeable pain, something that you just can't ignore type pain. And, you know, I looked in the mirror and it looked disgusting. It was crusty. It was just nasty, just pus. And it's crazy because only one blew out. Like, the other one was fine, but the one just like for sure blew out and just looked disgusting. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let my earlobes heal and breathe, because I didn't know at the time, like, that layer of skin on the inside, like, it can get nasty. It can get real nasty. So I had taken them both out, and I remember just like leaving it the fuck alone. I do the leave it the fuck alone method for tattoos, piercings. I just leave it the fuck alone. I don't put alcohol or none of that shit, or like, what is it, Vaseline, or I don't do that with. I just leave it alone. I let my body heal stuff by itself. So that's what I ended up doing. After a while, it did heal, but I did end up sizing down because I did let it heal so much. Because if you don't size up to a certain point, your earlobe can go back to normal. And even right now, I'm still at a point where if I just stop wearing my jewelry, it could just go right back down to normal, because I don't know, I just don't feel like sizing up anymore. And so I sized up back to the size that I'm at now. I haven't sized up in like 3 years. I've tried, but I don't know, child, it's just a little too painful to do now. Here, I'll show you guys how big mine are now. But yeah, so mine are just like, I don't even know what size this is, but this is just how big my earlobes are. It's nothing crazy. Like, I just haven't sized up in a long ass time. So, and these are like my favorite to use when sizing up instead of using tapers, because it just feels so much better. Ooh. Yeah, I'm okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry, this is a long story. I don't know. That's just all that happened. That's the only blowout I've ever had, and that was what it was like getting them in for the first time. I mean, it really wasn't a big deal. My thing with the reason why I like stretching my ears so much though is because it's all about patience. Like, I know some people that will literally size up to the size that I'm at now in like a month, and it's just like, dude, be patient. It's not a race. You should just do things for you. Like, do things for you. Don't be sizing up overnight. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You will experience a blowout, and it's not pretty and it's not great. And guys, please stop with the whole going to these tat shops and getting the scalpel and cutting your ear and then putting stuff in there. Like, be patient. Like, you're not dying tomorrow. Well, shit, you might, but shit, like, would you rather die tomorrow with some nice healed, good looking lobes with a nice tunnel or taper in it, or would you like to die tomorrow with a crusty ass blowout? Like, that was kind of dark. I'm sorry, that it got kind of dark. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have stretched your ears. How did you start out doing it? Did you do it like me and put some damn lotion in an infested area with no sterilization and just wing it? Or did you go to a professional to get it started? Do you know, have you ever had a blowout before? Do you know somebody who went the easy way and just like, you know what I'm saying, sized up overnight? Let me know about that. And yeah, oh, if you've ever stretched your ears and stretched them back down, let me know if you were able to get back to your usual state, because I used to work with a guy at Ratchet Corp, and he had really huge lobes, and then he took them. He had really huge lobes when he was like my age, and now he's like in his 40s. So when he took his thing out, now he just has like a droopy ass earlobe, and he would probably have to get like cosmetic surgery to get his shit looking back normal again. Let me know if any of you guys have experienced that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.